Hey kitties, it's Terrible Double Feature time once again, and this week we're doing the White Limo Double Feature. That's right, I'm still stuck working 10 to 12 hours a day, so this is going to be another quickie double feature that's been in the hopper but never found another third movie for it. These are two movies that either take place almost exclusively inside a white limousine or predominantly inside a white limousine. Our menu is going to include Cosmopolis and Holy Motors. It's strange because as much as I'm utterly devoted to David Cronenberg movies, I'm obsessed with them, how little he actually pops up on these triple features. It might be partly because he just kind of exists unto himself, in my mind at least. Cosmopolis was very interesting, as are all of David Cronenberg films, based on the Don DeLillo book of the same name. Robert Pattinson plays Eric Packer, a very young but very successful financier who is trying to travel across town in New York to get a haircut in his super duper deluxe white limousine while, running his career and personal life into the ground. Throughout the film, we hear that he's, squandering his fortune on bad bets and cheating on his wife and having all sorts of, extramarital sex, but even though her wife doesn't seem to particularly care. She's old money. All throughout it is this super deluxe limousine, the inside of which is tricked out with all sorts of gadgets and bars and bathrooms and seemingly the capabilities to get a full physical done, which Eric has every single day, he says. And all throughout it, danger lurks all around him, and there's just a palpable sense of dread. While at the same time, this might be Cronenberg at his most sterile. Everything is just presented as is. I mean, Peter Zajitsky, as always, his cinematographer, everything looks just gorgeous. And to their credit, they come up with a lot of different angles and setups so that it never feels static, that they are, 90% of the film is in this limo. It's just very detached, which reflects the main character very well. One of the things I really like about it is that it's a very talky film, but if you're listening, they're not really saying anything. It is sort of like the yuppie equivalent of Waking Life, in which everybody is always talking, and to an extent it turns into this Allen Ginsberg-esque, just monotone robot voice spoken poem. And I just love it. This movie gets better each time I watch it. Just you notice things, and just the cinematography is so beautiful. And the performances, everybody is good. Other than that random bit in Harry Potter, I'd never seen Robert Pattinson because I just have no interest in Twilight, sober or otherwise. But he was just he's a very good yuppie asshole. Sarah Gadon as his ethereal detached wife is great. Juliette Binoche is wonderful. Samantha Morton. Jay Baruchel, Canada's own, pops up for a little bit. I cannot get enough of Kevin Durand playing the bodyguard, and Matthew Almaric is in there. And then it's all brought home by just the never bad Paul Giamatti. He is so good in the last 15 minutes of this movie. It's really something. And in terms of just Cronenbergness, it's just very detached, clinical, but very well shot. And we get to add another notch in David's prurient achievements, like, say, in Spider, the film with Ralph Fiennes and Miranda Richardson. Cronenberg managed to give the audience a facial, which was just adorable. In this one, he somehow manages to make a prostate exam erotic. And I'm not talking about, oh, now I have a fetish for this stuff. It's really hot. And there's no accounting for it. but you should watch it. This movie and Holy Motors, which we're about to get to, both of them are on Netflix right now, so you can just do this one for free, and it's under 4 hours long, the whole thing. So, whereas Cosmopolis is grounded, but you still aren't quite sure what's going on, but in the end it doesn't matter. You have absolutely no idea what's going on in Holy Motors. This might be a movie. It might be somebody's dream. It's filmed by Leo Carax, French director and writer, starring Denis Lavant, who they had previously worked together on, at the very least, Tokyo, his short in the film featuring Mr. Merde, who returns. I can't. There's no explaining this movie in terms of what it's about, but what happens in it is Denis Lavant plays Monsieur Oscar. He's traveling around in a limousine. Between the limousine rides is him performing in some fashion as an actor. But you don't know what it's for. There doesn't appear to be cameras filming him. He's, things... It's so confusing. Things that might not be an act turn out to be an act. Things that appear to be an act may not be an act. You honestly don't know what's going on or why. At different points he's pretending to be a beggar. He's doing motion capture work. He's playing Monsieur Merde. He's playing a father driving his daughter home, but it's not his daughter. He's playing a mobster killing what appears to be himself. Another time he's dying. And then there's Kylie Minogue. And also Eva Mendes, which I gotta give Eva Mendes credit. She is a stunning woman. I mean, just gorgeous. But every time you turn around, she is really taking on challenging films. Between this one, Place Beyond the Pines, and she doesn't seem to want to have like some sort of romantic comedy or the pretty girl rut for herself, and that makes me very happy because she's usually pretty entertaining. Like Zayn the other guy, she's just really funny. She delivers a very strange performance in this, as does everyone, because it's bizarre. And in between all of these strange acting moments, Monsieur Oscar is being driven around in a white limousine by Edith Scobe, I hope is the pronunciation. If not, I apologize. Whereas Eric Packard's limo is filmed with all sorts of goofy technology. His just seems to be a mobile dressing room of infinite space, not unlike the TARDIS. Very strange films, but very rewarding if you stick with them and watch them. So, this week, double feature, White Limousines, Cosmopolis, and Holy Motors. They're both on Netflix, so feel free to watch them for no more than the $8 you've already spent. And I'll see you guys next week.